A pleasant good morning to my 3A4 and 3A5 students. Welcome back to school. It's been a long time since we have not seen each other. We have social studies today, as you know, and our first topic for this morning is family types and some different types of unions that we can find in the Caribbean. I'll go really slow. One of the first families that we have in the Caribbean or all over the world is an extended family. Extended family is where you have a mother, a father, their children, we have aunts, uncles, grandparents, all living together under the same household. The next type of family we have is a nuclear family. That's a family that has a mother, a father, and their kids, the parents' children. That's what we call a nuclear family. Now we know in our society in the Caribbean, we often don't have two parents in one household, a mother and a father. We don't have that. It's not always a regular thing that occurs. And in that case, when we don't have that situation, where if we have a situation where we got one parent that takes care of the child and one parent in the household, we call that a single parent family. Then we also have a reconstituted family or a reconstructed family. Another name for it is blended family. What kind of family is this? Well, I'll tell you. This kind of family, you have a mother that had children with someone else and a father that has children with someone else, a previous relationship. And their children, mother and father's children from previous relationships, they live in the same household together. So once again, we call that a reconstituted, reconstructed, or a blended family. Now we also have a family where you have the mother that has the authority. Yes, there is a father, but the woman, the mother, she is the main caregiver and she has the authority. We call that a patriarchal family. Then there's the family, matriarchal, that's matriarchal. Then we have the opposite, where the father is the one that has the sole power, has the most say. We call that patriarchal. And then we have a situation where you have the mother and the father. They share the responsibility of authority together. Now, we're going to call that egalitarian family. So that means equal power from both mother and father. So they co-parent. They have the co-authority. And then we have a situation where maybe the father is not always there, not always present, but the mother has the central authority. So we call that matrifocal. And the opposite, the father is there, maybe the mother is not there at that time or extended period of time, and the father has the power. We call that matrifocal. Now, then we also have joint families. Joint families is a family that you're going to research on your own, and that's one of the questions you will have to have for the assignment that you're going to see later on in quick schools to find out what is a joint family. Just find that out for me. That's one of the assignments, one of the questions. So you have it here, joint family. And now I'm going to get to a sibling household. Now, if a man and a woman have some kids and the father and the mother doesn't live here, but the oldest child is in charge of the other children, the siblings, we call that a sibling household. Then I want to talk to you briefly this morning, my 3A4 and 3A5 students, about three types of unions that are found in the Caribbean. We have the legal marriage, where you go to, for example, the census office or the registrar's office, and you get married and you get a certificate stating that you're married. So that's a legal marriage. Then we also have what we call a common law union. Now, a common law union is, for example, you are living with a young lady or a man for about maybe a long time, for years, and you do everything like a married couple, but you don't have that legal paper. That we call a common law union. And another name for a common law union is a consensual union. Then we have a unique union in the Caribbean. This is very unique, my students, very unique. We have a situation where you have a husband and a wife. They don't live together, but the husband comes in to the home every day, spends probably the whole night, then leaves before the crack of dawn, but he visits often and regularly. We can call that a visiting relationship, is what we call that. So students, you just seen your first video. I suggest you go return back to classroom discussions for your further instructions. And at this time, I'd like to tell you students, you know we are experiencing something we haven't seen in 100 years, a pandemic. Especially during this time in the pandemic, I urge you and I asked you, stay close to your family, very close to them. Protect each other. You notice the topic today is family for social studies. So remember, protect each other at all times. We are in a crisis, we must get out of it. So please go to the instructions, further instructions at classroom discussions. Thank you for your undivided attention, my 3A4 and 3A5 students. God bless you. Be safe and be kind.